Hello there, fourth graders. Welcome to your next math lesson. Today's math lesson is called Round to Estimate Products. So go ahead, open up your math notebook, and please write that title at the top of the next available page. Round to Estimate Products. So remember that a product, that's the answer to a multiplication problem. And both round and estimate mean to find an answer that's around the exact answer. So let's jump right into an example here. Let's say we have 5 times 6,234. But we don't need to find out what the exact answer is. We can just find an answer that's around the exact answer. And that's what that squiggly equal sign means. It means about the same as, or around the exact answer, but not the exact answer. So we don't need to know what the exact answer is to 5 times 6,234. We just need an estimate, or you could say an approximate answer, an answer that's close to the exact answer, but not the exact answer. The way that we find that is we take this number and we round it to the greatest place value position. So the greatest place value position here is the 6 in the thousands place. So that 6 asks the 2 in the hundreds place for a raise. And remember, 5 or more up the score, 4 or less let it rest. So since that 2 is less than 5, he says no to the 6. So the 6 stays the same, and everything to the right becomes zeros. So now instead of 5 times 6,234, we just have 5 times 6,000. And 5 times 6 is 30. And then we just have to take these 3 zeros here, 1, 2, 3 zeros, and add them to the right of that. So 5 times 6,234 is about 30,000. And that's all you're doing in today's lesson. You're multiplying a one-digit number by a larger number, and you're just rounding that larger number to the greatest place value position before multiplying it by the one-digit number to find an estimate or an approximate answer or an answer that's around the exact answer. Let's do another example. Let's say we have 7 times 864. But we don't need the exact answer, we just need an answer that's around the exact answer, or an estimate. So we round 864 to the greatest place value position, which is the hundreds place. So the 8 asks the 6 for a raise, the 6 says yes. So that 8 becomes a 9, and everything to the right becomes zeros. So now we're going to multiply 7 times 9, and 7 times 9 is 63. Now we just have to take these 2 zeros here in the factor and drop them to the right of the product. So 7 times 864 is about 6,300. Okay? Let's do a couple more examples together. Let's say we have 3 times 6,824. Okay, but we don't need the exact answer. We're just finding an answer around the exact answer. So we round 6,824 to the thousands place, to the greatest place value position, which means the 6 asks the 8 for a raise, and the 8 says yes because he's 5 or more up the score. So that 6 becomes a 7. Everything to the right becomes zeros. And so now we're multiplying 3 times 7,000 instead of 3 times 6,824. And that's really easy because we can just multiply 3 times 7 and we get 21. And then we just add 1, 2, 3 zeros to the right of it. And so 3 times 6,824 is about 21,000. Let's do another example. Let's say we have 4 times 5,362. Well, to find an estimate, we just need to round 5,362 to the greatest place value position, so that's to the thousands place. So the 5 asks the 3 for a raise. Remember, 4 or less, let it rest. 5 or more, up the score. So since 3 is less than 5, he's 4 or less. He says no to the 5, so the 5 doesn't go up, he stays the same. and all the digits to the right become zeros. So now we're multiplying 4 times 5,000 rather than 4 times 5,362. And so we just do 4 times 5, that's 20, and then we take these 3 zeros and we drop them to the right of the product, 20,000. So 4 times 5,362 is about 20,000. Okay? I'm going to give you guys 2 to do independently, and I want you to go ahead and do your best on them by yourselves independently, and then click on the video attached under this one to see if you did them correctly. Let's do 6 times 824 and do 9 times 2,847. Okay, go ahead and do those 2 problems independently, and when you're finished, click on, and remember, for both of them, you don't need to find the exact answer. You're just finding an answer that's around the exact answer. Once you finish, click on the video attached under this one to see if you did them correctly. I will see you there. Mr. Dauber, signing off.